Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. R. Kelly almost gone. He been warning y'all that they been trying to kill him ever since he did the Gayle King interview.
Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man.
A lot of y'all wouldn't even be alive if it wasn't for R. Kelly. Y'all wouldn't even have been conceived. Half of y'all men out there wouldn't be able to get it up without R. Kelly's music. A lot of y'all women wouldn't even be stimulated without that R. Kelly playing in the background. Now he almost gone. Y'all need to take some time out and get right with R. Kelly, because when he is finally dead, it's going to be a lot of sad people out there.
We turn now to explosive allegations from disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly. He claims there was a plot to kill him in prison. This morning, a new push to release R. Kelly from prison amid allegations the disgraced singer was poisoned behind bars. Newly filed court documents claim Kelly was given a near-fatal dose of medications in solitary confinement. His lawyers claiming a combination of anxiety and sleeping pills caused the 58-year-old to collapse in his cell before being rushed to the hospital. The filing also claims, despite doctors saying Kelly needed surgery for blood clots, he was sent back to jail. His attorney accusing prison officials of a sinister plot. These people did overdose him. They did leave him with blood clots in his lungs, and they did it within days of his exposure of a plan to kill him set forth by Bureau of Prisons officials.
The reason is that Mr. Kelly was about to expose some facts that would be extremely inflammatory and damaging to the Bureau of Prisons and the Department of Justice.
Government officials dismissed the accusations as a, quote, fanciful conspiracy. Sources tell ABC News while Kelly was taken to the hospital, the visit was for routine medical care.
Everyone in R. Kelly's operation needs to go to jail. Everyone.
Kelly is serving 30 years for racketeering and sex trafficking. His decades of sexual abuse featured in the documentary Surviving R. Kelly.
This is something unprecedented in the history of popular music, with, I believe, hundreds of victims. I now know 69.
The Bureau of Prisons declined to comment on Kelly's hospitalization. His attorney has requested a pardon from President Trump.
Now is the time where people need to separate the facts from the fiction. And the fact is, R. Kelly did not act alone, and all of the things they're accusing him of doing, they didn't prove anything in the court. The only thing they proved was they could make an intriguing documentary on Lifetime, got all the women riled up, Tarana Burks, all of the Me Too people involved in the documentary. But the truth of the matter is, R. Kelly ain't got caught on no tapes, on no texts, on no voicemails, no nothing. They ain't got no pictures. They ain't got no DMs. They ain't got nothing to have this man in jail. And they say you innocent until proven guilty, but he was proven guilty before his trial even started. Now they talking about taking his life. They got all the proof in the world that somebody trying to kill him. He OD'd on medication. The whole world know about it. He got blood clots in his legs, and all they did was send him back to his cell.
Breaking news out of North Carolina about singer R. Kelly.
The artist, whose legal name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, was rushed to the hospital last week after allegedly overdosing on sleep and anxiety medications given to him by prison staff. In court documents, lawyers for the singer allege that staffers at the federal prison are trying to kill him. He is serving a 20-year sentence after being convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking in 2021.
Joining us now, NBC's Shaquille Brewster with the latest. So, Shaq, what specifically are R. Kelly's lawyers alleging here?
Hi there. Well, you listed that big claim from his team, essentially that prison officials are trying to kill him in order to cover up misconduct. And this really all goes back to filing an emergency motion from his team last week in which they asked the judge to release him from prison and move him to home confinement. It was in that document where they had a declaration from an inmate who signed a statement saying that the official transferred him to Kelly's prison with instruction to kill the singer who is behind bars again on those sex-related crimes. In a filing this morning, R. Kelly's team released a statement or had a line in there that said, now prison officials have overdosed Mr. Kelly on medications and nearly killed him 2 days after he made those allegations public. So they are trying to get a judge to release him and move him to home confinement. And that's part of the claim and part of the argument that they're using to this judge, saying that something happened as recently as this past week.
And how is the other side, the prosecutors in this case, how are they responding?
Yeah, from the original documents and from that original motion, they pushed back fairly aggressively, calling the claims deeply unserious and theatrical, a fanciful conspiracy. It said it makes a mockery of the harm suffered by Kelly's victims. I want to read a line from their reply motion to some of those original claims in which they say Kelly refuses to accept responsibility for years of sexually abusing children and is using this court's docket to merely promote himself, despite there being no legal basis to be before this court. They're also making a legal argument that essentially the court that Kelly's team filed this emergency motion in front of, they don't have jurisdiction to do anything in North Carolina where Kelly is being held.
All right, Shaq Brewster with the latest. Thank you.
The last thing I want y'all to do is believe that I'm an R. Kelly supporter. No mercy for the weirdo. I say that over and over again. No mercy for no weirdo. He should have never married Aaliyah when she was, 14, 15? If this how he got to go out, that's how he got to go out. I ain't saying this right, but I ain't about to jump through the hoops and barrels to get this man out of the situation. What's wrong is wrong, and he was wrong. You can't fight fire with fire. Somebody gonna have to repent. Y'all gonna have to forgive R. Kelly or something. Something gotta give, man. I'm just reporting the news, but no mercy for no weirdo, especially if you messing with kids and things. Him being in jail is all right with me. It helped me sleep at night, but was he really messing with underage girls? Can they prove it? You know what I'm saying? All them victims, the people he in jail for now, if he in jail for Aaliyah and they got proof of that and he was wrong for that, they want to throw him in jail for marrying Aaliyah, they need to throw her parents in there too. Her uncle was in on it. It was a bunch of grown people that consented to this madness. And if all them other victims is really victims, their parents need to be up in jail or at least held accountable or made an example out of. He in there all by himself, but hell, he the freak. He the deviant. I ain't taking up for him, man. I sure miss his music, though. I can't listen to it like I used to. I used to love listening to R. Kelly, man. Put on the whole CD, let that thing rock. But now, when I try to listen to his music, it's just too much weird stuff going on in my head, man. It was them documentaries, all these allegations. I just can't get into it like I used to could, man. I feel guilty. I feel dirty after listening to R. Kelly. Gotta go take a bath, take a shower, wash that man off of me. No Diddy. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. The truth of the matter is he almost gone. And y'all got to let me know how y'all feel about it, because you only get a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have a person like R. Kelly in existence. And that time is almost over, because they making for sure he ain't going to walk up out that jail.
Not even a week ago, a lawyer for R. Kelly told me live on this program that someone is trying to kill his client in prison. He even outlined an alleged contract on R. Kelly's head, which makes today's news just a little jarring, to say the least. R. Kelly, real name Robert Kelly, was rushed to the hospital on Friday, allegedly having been overdosed with his own prison medication. His attorney, Bo Brindley, joins me live now, again with the details. Welcome back to the show, Bo. So, wow, you said it, and then within days, something odd happened. What was it actually that happened on Friday to your client, R. Kelly?
Well, it was Thursday evening when he was administered his anxiety and sleeping medication in solitary confinement. So he got the medication on Thursday, as usual. He has to have it administered because this is prison and he's in solitary. So he wakes up early Friday morning. He's feeling faint. He sees black spots. He tries to stand. He collapses. He crawls to the door of his cell and loses consciousness. When they get him on the gurney, the prison officials indicate they want to take him to the medical center there at the facility on site, but that facility was not able to treat him, and they took him off-site to Duke University Hospital, where he was diagnosed with an overdose, having received basically 2 times the necessary dosage and the appropriate dosage of his medication. And then while there, Mr. Kelly outlined his concerns about blood clots in his legs. A scan was done by the hospital, and they found blood clots in both legs and in his lungs, and wanted to do a procedure to address that and keep him in the hospital for 7 days. He was given a treatment plan. Within an hour, officers came in who had custody of Mr. Kelly. And as we are told, they came in with not just handguns at their sides, with actual AR-15 style rifles, removed him from the hospital without the procedure, without the surgical intervention that they said he needed. And they returned him to solitary confinement, where he sits today with blood clots in his lungs. Given what happened last week and all the skepticism that it was met with, even here on this show, I noted your skepticism, I understand. But the prison officials themselves now seem to be removing any doubt that I have that this is real and it's happening in real time.
And the skepticism, of course, is because the allegation is that it's the Bureau of Prisons, the federal government, trying to kill your client, which I think a lot of people would meet with healthy skepticism. But I guess my next question would be, given this pattern of facts that you just laid out, do you have doctors and medical professionals at Duke that would be willing to testify that they wanted to treat R. Kelly and that the Bureau of Prisons refused that and took him out at gunpoint?
Sources at Duke University Hospital has confirmed for us that Mr. Kelly was there, that Mr. Kelly was forcibly removed, that Mr. Kelly was treated for an overdose, and that there was treatment needed for blood clots. We do have that information. What we are trying to obtain is the medical records that support it. We need the necessary waivers signed by Mr. Kelly, which is not easy as he sits in solitary confinement. But I'm going to see him tomorrow. I'm going to get the executed waivers. I'm going to have those medical records in my hands as soon as possible. But I do have confirmation that what Mr. Kelly's reporting did happen, as extraordinary as it is. And we are fighting very hard to get him back in the hospital and save his life.
Well, one last question. It sounds like you're planning to file a motion to vacate his conviction, quote, based on newly discovered evidence this week. Is this the issue that we're talking about as newly discovered evidence this week that you're going to hang the filing on?
No, this is a threat to R. Kelly's life that we see happening right now at the hands of Bureau of Prisons officials. What we believe they are trying to prevent is the exposure of the criminal conduct by U.S. attorneys and Bureau of Prisons officers in the investigation of his federal cases in New York and Chicago. And that is what we intend to expose in our filing this week regarding newly discovered evidence that we believe will vacate Robert Kelly's conviction.
Lord have mercy, I just don't know. Y'all gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. Y'all ready to see R. Kelly dead in jail? Would y'all be happier if he walked up out of there as a whole person instead of being broke down and ran through? Y'all know they doing him bad up in there. Blood clots and both of his legs. Ain't seen his kids. His wife acting all funny, but people still want his money. Something gotta give, man. Y'all let me know if y'all feel like this is justice being served for what he allegedly did to them girls, because I don't like nobody messing with no kids, messing with no young ladies, no young boys, no young people, period. He need to rot in jail if that's what he was really doing. But show me the proof, man. Show me the paperwork. Show me where them people parents didn't consent none of this type of stuff, because I love to see them all in jail. I love to see them all going through it right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Got so much love for y'all, man. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, and one more thing, subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T. that you want, and my music hit